Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about providing clients feedback. So feedback is basically just whenever you respond to them and give them your opinion or even provide them with fact. Feedback is something that can be very tricky with clients. It can be tricky in any relationship. Clients come to us for information though. They come to us for nutrition. They come to us to help them reach their goals, and so they're looking for feedback. So there's some pretty important tips to keep in mind when you're providing feedback, because we can't always just give them rainbows and sunshine. Sometimes we have to give them real hard information. And so you want to make sure that when they are receiving this feedback, that you're portraying it as positive of a way as possible, while being real and providing, being a good resource for them. So again, we cannot provide we can't control how they receive the feedback, and how they receive it and how they internalize it is going to come from from their history of how they've received feedback they've gotten in the past. But research shows that only 30% of feedback and suggestions are taken by people. So that means that out of every 10 things that somebody tells you and provides you feedback, you only really internalize and change 3 of them. Now here at PLN, we're all so big on self-improvement and bettering ourselves, so I'm sure that our statistic is way higher. But the general population only takes 30% of the feedback that they receive in their life. So we want to make sure that we're that 30%. We're the people that they're going to listen to. And how can we do that? Well, the very first thing that you want to do is make sure that you build rapport with the client. You want to make them feel safe first. So when they come in, if they're pouring their heart out about their nutrition and their situation and their past and the reasons that things have worked for them in the past and the reasons they haven't, and in your brain you're thinking of all the things that you want to tell them, well, don't eat donuts, you're crazy to sit in front of the TV with a large pizza, spewing all that right away is not going to help. Build rapport first. You want to make sure that you're giving them just as much positive, if not more positive feedback than those negative. And don't look at it as negative, always look at it as an area for them to grow. So make sure that you're providing them positive. Reinforce that they're here, even if they have the worst eating habits and they're completely inactive and they comfort eat dozens of donuts and pizza and everything terrible that you can think of that's unhealthy, tons of processed food. Reward them or be proud of them for being there, coming to make positive change in their life. So make sure that you're providing them with positive all the time. Now, when you give feedback, the same way as when you set goals, you want to be specific. I want you to improve your eating habits. Well, what does that look like? Tell them how. I want you to get up and get active. Brainstorm with them some solutions, some ways that they can get up and get active. So make sure that not only is the feedback positive, but that it's specific. You want to make sure that you're providing feedback about behaviors, not personality traits, not physical appearance. You want to make sure that it's all behavioral. So behaviors are something that are easier to change than personality traits. Your personality is who you are. It's who you are at your gut. And so if you feel like someone's attacking your personality, it's a lot harder to take or to even want to be open to change than if somebody says, I think you're doing great. I think you're in the right place. You sound like you have a strong work ethic, but let's put these new behaviors into place, or let's change these behaviors. So you want to make sure, again, that it's positive, that it happens in a relationship with rapport, that it's based on personality, that it's specific, and you want to be tough but not mean. Now, for a lot of us, we've heard of that tough love, or we know that we need to provide clients with areas of growth. So you want to make sure that you are providing this feedback in a way that is tough, that is firm, that is factual, and that is providing them specific behavior changes, but never mean. You want to make sure that it's very easily understood by the client, that everything you're saying, every suggestion that you're making is coming from a good place, is coming from a place of support and of care. So that's how you can provide clients with feedback. It's something that we do in almost every interaction that we have with clients, so hopefully you find it helpful. If you have questions, let me know.